And so freedom is achievable even in it was in Mecca in 1400 years ago. That same freedom is achievable today. But of course not in the same degree as he achieved it, of course. But
the same level of struggle is there.
Yeah. It's not it doesn't change.
I always felt that God is fair, macam wherever you're born, sometimes we feel like we're in a society where the temptations are so drastic, and then you look at somebody who's in a very Islamic city, like in Fez or in Medina or Mecca, but then everybody has the same, I think, intensity of challenge or that one. Like imagine growing up in Medina, where what for us in society here, I think the
wow,
is to be a banker or a celebrity or something like that. Whereas if you're there, the thing is to be a scholar. So the sincere path to scholarship is going to be very hard. Because you might want that admiration and things like that. And if you're in a war zone, you think that stuff is terrible for them. But the mercy upon them is also
different.
Real, as real as it is to us. They know where they're going, they know what they have to fight for. It's clear.
It's clearer for them lah. You put it in that sense. For us, it's so unclear. You have to and it's because it's so unclear. You have to dig it out. I remember I was reading Imam Darqawi. Imam Darqawi had this one story in Letters of the Darqawi Way. And so one day he was going for Jummah. And he was wearing the best clothes, wearing the turban, beautiful stuff that he went to the mosque. And so he sat down and he took off his turban, he put it on the floor. And when he did that, suddenly it came to his mind, like, how dare you put the crown of the Prophet ﷺ on the floor? How dare you dishonor the Prophet ﷺ? How dare you do this? Look what the people might think of the Prophet ﷺ. All these things like this comes. All of these things. He was just rumbling in his head. And you know what he said? I found you.
Shaitan.
Enough. He found him. I was waiting for you. And that is a man who is in tune. He is in tune. He is in tune with himself. He knew exactly, and every moment was an opportunity to uplift himself. Uplift himself all the moment. And my Sheikh Omar, he said on the day of regret, on the day of Akhirah, it will be called the day of regret. And he asked me, why, Mubarak? And I said, I don't know. And he said, because on that day, Allah will show you every single moment of your life. He will flash in front of your eyes. And he'll show you how he was this close to you. If only he had more sabr. If only he had more love. If you only had more gratitude. If only. He flashed in front of your eyes all the if only. From the greatest of walis to the most dreadful of men. Everybody will cry. Because they will regret. Like even these moments, like this. How do we capture the moments?
Make
the most of this. And this is the human struggle. And it's beautiful, and yet it's so scary at the same time. And this is life, This is life, This is, and what is important, I feel, the idea of, like you were saying about guilt just now, right? Like when I look back at my life now, I'm sure you will feel the same way also. When I look back at my life now, look back all the things I've done, all the mistakes I've done, all the sins I've done. And now that I've been able to understand in this portion, there's much more. Whatever I believe, I feel is just a dot in this ocean of vastness of Allah's greatness, And all of the things that I went through was necessary for me to appreciate this moment. And why should I be guilty about that then? That was necessary for me to be free. It was necessary for me to feel, to put in that situation for me to be who I am today. And then you get perplexed. Like what is going on here? Right?
Who would have thought all that? I think there's a lot of truth to that. Macam when you're talking about this guilt and all that. And I as you're saying this, I'm thinking macam okay, in my life there's really not much that I feel guilty about. There are things that, you know, when I think about, I say, you know, like, Allah, please, like, erase this from my memory. But these are few things lah, and they are really bad things lah. But for the most part, all those years of ignorance and arrogance, I feel thankful for, because it led to the right question.
Yeah.
It led to me meeting the most beautiful of people, and
that for us to have this conversation also,
yeah,
man.
that's right. It opened the way for, inshallah, for Iman to enter lah.
Yeah.